Okay, thank you, Brian, and welcome everyone to this July 22nd, 2024 meeting of the Homewood City Council. We don't have any proclamations or announcements tonight, so I will go ahead and call the meeting to order. We're going to start with an invocation from Councilor Smith, and that'll be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. If everyone will please stand.
If you'll bow your heads and pray with me. Dear God, as we gather today, we ask for your spirit of unity to be present among us. In this time of political and personal divisiveness, we ask that you give us the heart to work as one for the betterment of our city and our citizens. In Psalm 133:1, your word says, "Behold how good and pleasant it is when brothers dwell in unity." Let this be our desire as we engage in discussions and make decisions that impact Homewood. We trust that with your guidance and grace, we will feel a sense of unity and work together effectively. May our words be filled with love and respect for one another, and may our actions reflect the unity we strive for. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Everyone will face the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Right. Thank you, Ms. Smith. Mr. Sechrist, if you will please call roll.
Yes, sir. Councilor Walden.
Here.
Gear.
Here.
Holloman. Here. Wolverton. Sims.
Here.
Jones. Smith.
Here.
Nelms. Andrus.
Here.
Harden.
Here.
President White.
Here. All right, so we have 8 here tonight. Next, we have the reading of our minutes from our council meeting of July 8, 2024. Those have previously been distributed. I would entertain a motion and a second to dispense with the reading of those minutes and for approval of the same.
So moved. Second.
Motion for Mr. Alamon, second for Mr. Gwaltney. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Those are approved 8-0. Next, we have board vacancies. We did have a Ward 4 Environmental Commission position that closed today, but we did not have any applicants, so we will reopen that till the 26th.
Is that the last meeting in August?
It is. Yes. So we'll reopen that to August 26th at 4:30. All right, we have a few additions to the agenda tonight. First, we have 2 items going to old business. The first is 010724, request for consideration of budget amendments to fiscal year 23-24 from fleet maintenance. It's a transfer to electricity. This comes to us from Blake Graves, our fleet maintenance director. Next, 020724, request for permission to submit a Recreational Trails Program grant application to ADECA, brought to us by Jennifer Andrus and Cale Smith. Then we have 1 item to add to the committee referral agenda. That will be 090724, request to authorize the mayor to sign supplemental agreement with ALDOT for Central Avenue TAP project, brought to us by Cale Smith. And then 1 item to other new business, 100724, request for budget amendment for fiscal year 23-24 from Chief Broadhead and Blake Graves. That deals with a fire truck that had a transmission problem. All right, so with those additions, I would entertain a motion and a second for approval of the amended agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Gear, second by Ms. Smith. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That is approved 8-0. There's nothing on the consent agenda tonight, so we'll go straight to old business. First item, 010724, request for consideration of budget amendments for fiscal year 23-24 from fleet maintenance. This is brought to us by Blake Graves, and we'll start with a report from finance. Ms. Smith.
Yes, the committee met before council tonight and heard from Blake Graves. Their power bill has increased 30% from last May to this May. So he is requesting a transfer of $7,000 from their memberships and subscriptions line item to their electricity line item. And the committee voted 3-0 to approve that budget amendment.
All right, so we have a motion from finance. Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That is approved 8-0 and will be resolution 2485. Next item, 020724, request for permission to submit a Recreational Trails Program grant application to ADECA, brought to us by Councilor Andrus and Cale Smith, and another report from finance. Ms. Smith.
Yes, the committee met and heard from Ms. Andrus, who found out about this grant that will allow us to put a new amenity onto the Greenway Trail, which in this case will be a pavilion with bathrooms and water fillers, which is exciting. It will also create some ADA compliance in that area, which will be excellent for accessing the trail. This will be in the soccer field area. And the committee voted 3-0 to approve it, with the motion being made by Mr. Gwaltney and seconded by Mr. Harden.
All right, so we have another motion from Finance. Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That is approved 8-0 as well, and will be Resolution 2486. All right, that brings us to the amended committee referral agenda. I would entertain a motion and a second for approval of that agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All right, motion by Ms. Smith, second by Ms. Andrus. And Ms. Nelms and Mr. Wolverton have arrived, so we're up to 10 now. So all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That is approved 10-0, which brings us to other new business. 080724, request for consideration of approval of vouchers for the period of July 9, 2024 through July 22, 2024, brought to us by J.J. Bischoff. And Ms. Smith?
Yes, Mr. Jones actually did the invoices this time, and he reached out to me, said that he had had some questions, had them answered, and I will make a motion to approve the vouchers from the period of July 9th through July 22nd.
Second. Was that Mr. Gwaltney with a second?
Yes.
Okay, so we have a motion from Ms. Smith, second from Mr. Gwaltney. Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That's approved 10-0 and will be Resolution 2487. Last item, 100724, request for budget amendments to fiscal year 23-24, brought to us by Chief Broadhead and Blake Graves. This has to do with with Engine 2. Chief's coming up to the podium, which will be helpful.
Well, I was thinking we were going to committee with it, but I'm ready.
Okay.
I'll have to get the account numbers for you, Mr. Kendrick, before the night's over. This is the 2012 Pierce fire engine that we have. The transmission failed on it, and it's going to cost us $24,000 to replace it. So we have about $18,000 left in apparatus maintenance. So I need, just to be on the safe side, about $10,000 from another account. My goal is to take it from apparatus refurbishment, which is also an operating account.
Okay. All right. Any questions or comments from the council? If not, I entertain a motion in a second.
Second.
All right, motion for Ms. Smith, second for Mr. Harden. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That's approved 10-0 and will be Resolution 2488.
President Wyatt, I'd like to make a motion to go into executive session.
All right, so we have a motion to go into executive session. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, motion for Ms. Smith, second for Mr. Harden. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That's approved 10-0. This will be to talk about pending litigation. I would say we're going to be back there for about 15 minutes.
I'd like to make a motion to go back into regular session, or to end executive session and go back into regular session.
All right, so we have a motion for Ms. Smith, second for Mr. Wolverton. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, that is approved 10-0. And we're back in regular session and at the end of our agenda. So, Mr. Mayor, do you have any announcements?
Just one that I just want to update everybody on Officer Bagby. Please keep his family in your prayers. He is at home now. They do expect a full recovery, but very, very lucky to still be with us. So please just keep them in your prayers. Investigation's still ongoing. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I know that was a scary situation for he and his family. So just keep them in the police department. Moody worked very well, very fast. To make sure that everything was handled that day. So just keep them in your prayers. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Gwaltney.
I will set public safety immediately following finance at 5 p.m. For next Monday, and I have no other comments.
And we're doing
Yeah, so it's
Is it the
actually on the
following?
this,
5th.
it's actually
Since
the
we have a
5th.
Fifth.
We have a 5th Monday, next Monday,
That's
so
right. Thank
these
you.
these will be for the 5th.
But is there some chance we might meet next Monday, possibly?
There is possible that the council might have to
Yeah.
have a specially called meeting in order to handle some of the referendum stuff.
Okay,
But,
okay.
Yeah.
But
I'll-
for committees, we're doing the 5th.
Just, yeah,
Okay.
just doing the 5th.
Okay, and I was asked to set finance at 5.
All right.
Of course.
Ms. Gear.
I do not have any city announcements, but I would like to recognize my son who started med school today. I don't usually talk about my kids, but we're very excited for him.
I think that's a worthy accomplishment. If you're going to do it, that's a pretty good one. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Alamon.
Yeah, I just want to, again, reiterate what the mayor said and thank our Homewood Police Force for everything they do and putting themselves in the line of danger often to protect us and others. And I think it's commendable that the Homewood Police always steps up. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Wolverton.
Trying to double check on the current issue that's on the referral agenda. Is that brand new, or that's not?
You've got a new one.
That's not the one that was
Yeah.
pending. Okay. So we'll set Public Works to follow Finance.
Public
and
safety.
Public Works after Public Safety.
After public
sorry.
safety.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. Just let's see. Our kids have really enjoyed swim team. Again, I think the summertime is a great time. Obviously, we've got sports seasons throughout the year, but summertime's also a great time. I think our Parks and Rec department really shines with all the offerings that they have, and that goes with camp and swim team as well. So the Gibbons fam they're kind of a tag team, and their kids have helped and assisted along with John's kids, I think, in the past. We're missing Will this summer. He's always been a popular one at swim team, but just want to thank them, and I think obviously it just gives us some time to reflect and recognize all of the amazing opportunities that everybody has. And swim team is one of the best bargains in town as far as I'm concerned. I mean, $75 for the summer, it's fantastic. So.
Good babysitting service.
No. My kids are swimming. They're having fun. So, anyway, that's it.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Sims.
Thank you. Yes, I was just thinking about the calendar too, and our next council meeting being on August 12th. It's crazy to imagine that the next time we meet, school will be back in session. So definitely sending out. I feel that one too, Councilor. But yes, definitely be thinking of our district and all our schools and parents as well. And as we prepare to start back to school, and wish everyone the best with those preparations. Also wanted to mention that the Beautification Board awarded its most recent beautification award to Birchfield and Pinuel Architects, and so that award ceremony is going to be happening this week. So just wanted to give you all a heads up on that, and make sure to check out their location if you haven't recently. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Ms. Smith.
I do not need to set special issues. This is kind of making me freak out a little bit. And yeah, exactly. And I'm so thankful for Officer Bagby being home and on the mend. I know that was a very, very frightening situation. So we are so thankful that he is still with us. And there was something else I can't remember, but that's it. I'm grateful to be here, finally.
Thank you. Ms. Nelms.
I don't have anything tonight.
All right. Ms. Andrus.
I do not need to set P&D. I wanted to just give a huge shout out to the Vulcan Vault folks. Was that what you wanted to say? That was so great. I was here on Friday. I didn't get to see Saturday, but I came by a couple different times on Friday night. Homewood's own Walker Smith came in second place, and it was just rocking. I mean, that space is made for that. It was just incredible. So thanks to all of you for supporting the 19th Street work around there. It just really, the event grew, and it's just so much fun, so many fun things happening at night in Homewood. It's amazing. It's so great. So I just want to give a shout out for that. I want to thank all of you for supporting the ADECA grant request, and especially Kale, Hunter, and Emily. This is a great thing, and we feel really great about our proposal, and this grant this project is made for this grant, so we're really excited about that. I was in New York City on Monday in a pedicab, and my pedicab driver, who's from East Africa, lived in Homewood in 2021, 2022. We put that together when we were saying, where are you from? And he said, I lived in Homewood. I said, I'm from Birmingham. And he said, oh, I lived in Birmingham. He goes, well, I lived in Homewood. And so then my son and I were like, what? So that was really fun. Really great guy. And then also I want to thank Representative Palmer's office. We went to Washington, D.C., and his chief of the staff there and one of the interns, JT, spent 2.5 hours with us, giving us just the most fabulous tour. I just can't even believe all the great things that we got to see, and I just really want to thank them. Melanie Jennings got me some City of Homewood pins, so thank you for that, and I'm going to send those to Representative Palmer's office, and just want to give them a shout out. That is my representative. I know Representative Sewell is got the other part of Homewood, but over in Hollywood we've got Representative Palmer, so I want to say thanks to them for that. And that's all.
All right, thank you. Mr. Harden.
You know, we were talking earlier about what a great city we have, and, you know, at least I stand on the shoulders of the people before me on the city council, but all the city council has done for the city of Homewood to make it what a great city it is today. And I'm just thanking this current city council and those who came before for all that we've done here. And I think we can look back when most of us are probably leaving after this session of city council, but we can look back and with head held high of what a great job we've done. I'm a little early on that, but I just want to state that.
Thank yous are always good. All right, so that's it for tonight. We'll go ahead and adjourn and see everyone in August.